Welcome to Birmingham, Alabama, the Magic City today at Protective Stadium as a couple of teams look to walk away as champions of the Birmingham Bowl. While this game caps off the regular season, how that season is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the James Madison Dukes, taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. Fair catch called for and made. The Seminoles offense will get the first swing of the game. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
Got his man quickly. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. He'll try the left side. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They'll line up for a second down play. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26.
When running backs square... It's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw it again. They're bringing heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Seminoles will punt this one away. Looks as if they might have a little something going on that drive, but they'll have to kick it. So James Madison's offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football.
Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. The Dukes racing to the line in the hurry-up. David, given the fact that you are a devoted helmet head, I'm not sure that you're aware there are a lot of other festivities around the bowl game. Did you ever experience any of that?
Of course I'm a helmet head. Yeah, spot on. Agree with that. But here's the thing. We did a meet. At the Outback Bowl my senior year, which squad could eat more steak from Outback? It was absolutely amazing. So I experienced that in all of its glory.
Looking to go up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Holloway. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling.
And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Finds the tight end. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes his connection. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Would have just been a 49-yard field goal try, but they're hungry for touchdowns, so they'll try to move the chains on 4th and short. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, James Madison! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll give it to the back. Ran through the contact. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. They'll give it to him again. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chain.
That is such a good run. I'll tell you, if you're going to put on a Seminole helmet, you better be dangerous with the ball in your hands at the running back position, right? You think back to the late, great Bobby Bowden. He was always able to recruit a difference maker at that position. He would have loved to have this guy in his offense because it feels like he can score a touchdown every single time he has the ball.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. To the air, it's Balkinson. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. The option look. Runs through the tackle. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. Maybe just a shade out of their field goal range, so they'll lead the offense out there on 4th down. Just going to keep it after the snap. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
Well, there you're seeing the mentality of this head coach in the game going for it on 4th down. A lot of guys would have tried to kick a field goal, but I think this guy knows, hey, we're not going to win this game
going for it all. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. After the misfire now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. At the 20, he's got space. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. And the Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback will audible. Try to get it to the edge. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. One thing I've noticed from talking to coaches about their approach to bowl games is how many of them use it as a springboard for next season. They try to focus on developing some of the new guys, maybe, that have joined them for the bowl practices.
I mean, you get 15-plus extra practices. You start to play and experience more as young guys. The older guys get a little bit more rest. But, yeah, you're building the future. You're building the foundation. You're working on your technique. And you know what? You also get to have some fun. I think that's important for team building, is having fun at your location, doing the different things together to start to build that unity that will make a big difference in the future.
Yeah, there's a saying in college football that your freshman year, when you get to bowl season, you're no longer a freshman. A lot of players grow up. You get the extra practices mentally, and from a confidence standpoint, you turn the page. I can remember back to my true freshman year, we were getting ready to play Penn State. We had a lot of NFL talent in my...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Seminole.
And you love giving it to the big boy right near the goal line, plowing ahead. You know he's going to put two hands on the football, lower his shoulder. Second and goal. You don't need third and goal, thanks to the big fella.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Looking for space. It's Mahoney. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Good job to get everything he could, then get down with the slide. And the Dukes will punt it away on 4th down. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Looking for a block. It's Singletary. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
It's been punch, counter punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. To the air, it's Balkinson. They're trying to get to it. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And the Seminoles will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Tom.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit.
Off the play fake on 1st down. And boy, was that pressure in his face immediately. Down he goes. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
On 3rd and long, trying to push it deep. Coming after him. And they got him for the sack.
When you got 3rd and this long, everybody knows what's coming. It's going to be a pass. Defensive linemen get to tee off. They know exactly what's coming. Go get the quarterback. It is your dream. That is what you live for. It's what you practice in the offseason for. I want sacks just like that.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make the play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Pocket starts to collapse. What a snag by the defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Offense set on 1st down. They move the tight end all over. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. The Duke headed quickly to the line.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you've got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember? And they get the sack just like that. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Second down coming up. Now on the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Seminoles will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. And the Dukes in the hurry-up.
You could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got enormous. Chewed up the big play. Nice big chunk play for this offense.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Twice they've been denied touchdowns in the red zone, and now it's third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Dukes. Just blinding speed. Speed that almost paralyzes defenders.
When you got a quarterback with that much speed, you got to find tricky ways to put more speed on the field, spy the quarterback with somebody that's really, really fast. And even when you do, a lot of times he still makes plays because he's that dang fast and that explosive.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now. Keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly. It's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Line getting set on second down.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. The Noles will move the sticks with the first down.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there.
Picked off. Got room on the return. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Trying to escape and get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. That's just ridiculous.
He's looking to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Holloway. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. The Dukes line up to punt it away. A high kick trying to pin them deep. And the coverage team all over it, and the punt is down inside the 40. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Just don't feel like the quarterback's in a rhythm so far. He's had accuracy issues. That last throw was underthrown, but we've seen bad decisions. Trying to force the football in places it just shouldn't go, and that's why he's already thrown multiple interceptions.
Pressure coming. Tight end getting vertical. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. The Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He fires to the left side. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Dropping back, it's Balkinson. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And this guy has some shiftiness to him, and he showed it off to the defense after picking up a few. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Gets it out quickly. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Seminoles will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic that they'd get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They more than got the job done in the first half. Now the job in a bowl game, don't get distracted and finish the deal here in the second half.
I mean, love the way they came out. They had all that time off, didn't look rusty at all, came out with the foot on the accelerator, looked really, really good. Palmer, he's just more of the same here in the second half.
I agree, and if you're on that sideline right now, now's not the time to be thinking about the off-season, your strength program, what classes you're taking in the spring. You need to focus on finishing this game and punctuating this season.
They'll try to run for it. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. And the Dukes will send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll bring it back. It's Singletary. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. The give to the lone running back. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
As a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now on 2nd and goal. They'll go with a direct snap. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run pass.
And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
Yeah, that was a good play on the ball, getting his hand up and getting the tip, get the deflection. Ball bounces up in the air, falls to the ground, incomplete pass.
He'll keep it himself. Shakes off the tackler. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. The Dukes will hustle to the line. On 3rd down, going up top. Quarterback adapted. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. And the Dukes decide to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This is a game of swings and momentum and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all 3 phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and just stay aggressive. To understand, we've had success. We got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45.
Yeah, and I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the 1st down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in his short yardage situations, knows where that 1st down marker is, and he's able to get those hidden yards in piles, driving his legs to help keep this drive alive.
The give to the back. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
They'll run the option. He'll toss it. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Fires toward the end zone. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
From the shotgun, the inside give. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
To the air, it's Balkinson. Trying to get to it. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power. A 46-yarder from the left. Splits the uprights. It's good. And it's a deadlock here in the third quarter after the field goal. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. They'll put the tight end in motion. DB's right up on the receivers. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. The Dukes will try to pin them back with the punt. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Slips through the line. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Going to the running game. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
Pounding, pounding, pounding. I might not have that pretty run-pass ratio of 50-50, but if I can run the football like this consistently, if you're not going to do anything about it, you want to be a great offensive coordinator, keep calling the run.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Back to pass, it's Balkinson. Oh, he dropped the football. He had it right in the middle of the field and just ran before he finished the catch. It'll be 4th down. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Offense getting set for first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Dukes are in the hurry-up. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Dukes will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Bringing it back, it's Singletary. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little...
And the ball will be grabbed at the 30-yard line. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Trying the left side.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Balkinson. Getting some heat. They get to him as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, the offensive line's got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Catch in the middle, it's Tolzien. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He got it. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Bringing it back. And the returner will be knocked down. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
And the Dukes moving quickly to the line. The play-action fake. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
This is just so demoralizing. You want to talk about taking a game over. That's what this defense is doing right now. They are just winning in the trenches. They're easily the more athletic and more physical unit up front, dominating this O-line.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. He finds his man. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Dukes send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Looking for a gap. It's Tolzien.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus-pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. And the Noles will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They've had to punt the last couple of times they've had it, David, now trying to put something together.
Well, Reese, you know how much I love punters and kickers. Like, you don't want to see them very often. Those are not guys that we want to see on the field. We want to do something else and be a little bit more productive offensively.
I think, David, on this drive, the quarterback's just got to settle down. But these last few drives, looks like he's seeing ghosts. We've seen him force the football. He's missed a couple of throws. He needs to just take a deep breath and play within himself.
They say pressure busts pipes. This quarterback can attest to it. Goodness gracious, they're getting after him all day. There's a reason they're behind. Pressure the quarterback goes a long way to getting the W.
Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And the Dukes come to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. The Dukes are moving quickly down the field. Comes out throwing on 1st down. That's caught. It's Mahoney. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. It'll be a draw. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Wide receiver shows motion. Use the play fake. Now to throw. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer against this athletic front seven.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
That's the problem when you go empty, right? As a quarterback, you know you might get blitzed, and if you do, you better know where your hot throw is. If you don't, you're getting sacked. That time the linebacker got to.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Feeling some heat. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. And the Dukes will punt it away on 4th down. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive.
Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Touchdown, James Madison. How about that D coming up with a play like that?
How about that play by this defense? The offense trying to salt the game away with the lead. Defense makes the biggest play in the ball game, getting the pick, finding the end zone, and taking the lead late in this ball game.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. Here's the return from inside his 10. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. The 20. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
So now the opportunity to take the lead with a 1st and goal here. Touchdown, no! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown and, more importantly, take the lead.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
27. James Madison, 24.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Got the back over the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Dukes want to crank the tempo. They'll run play action. On the run, fires downfield. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. And the Dukes will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving on it.
And the Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun to give, looking for room. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. First thing you want to do if you're in a hole is stop digging. It's 1st and 20. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. As they come to the line on 2nd down, ordinarily you might go up top, but they need to keep this one on the ground, keep that clock winding. A little screen to the running back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out.
They'll run the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Tackled, but he has a 1st down.
How about that 4th down? I'm going for it because I'm ending this game with my offense on the field, getting the 1st down, and now Palmer just watching it go tick, tick, tick.
Yep. Listen, it's just imposing your will, right? You know you're running it. The opponent knows you're running it there on 4th down. There's just nothing they can do to stop it.